And everybody, my name is Agatori2744 here today to talk a little bit about the iPhone 6th generation, or the iPhone 5. They have decided to call it the iPhone 5. It's not the new iPhone. Technically it is, but it's not called the new iPhone. It's just called iPhone 5 or iPhone 6th generation, whichever one you prefer. Anyway, I'm going to do a rundown of the specs here that were announced during the event itself. Not a lot of shockers. The prototypes were spot on, which kind of ruined the event. If those prototypes didn't exist, I would be tons more excited about the iPhone 5 today because we would have seen something new. And all this stuff is stuff that we knew ahead of time and that has been out for quite some time because people got their hands on it. Tim Cook said that they would be double down on their secrecy with their devices, and that never happened. They pretty much, it appears they pretty much just handed out their stuff and said, hey, blog about it, let everybody know what's coming beforehand, and that kind of ruined the event for me. Anyway, here are the specs. It's 18% thinner than the iPhone 4S. It's 7.66 millimeters thick, 20% lighter than the iPhone 4S. Its display has an 1136 by 640 aspect ratio. It's going to be a 16 by 9 aspect ratio. So basically, it's going to look great with TV shows, movies, and the games that are built for the iPhone 5. It's going to have 5 rows of icons as speculated beforehand. One of the rumors stated 4-inch screen. That is exactly what we got here with the iPhone 5. It's really great that there is a larger screen. I think it's something that we definitely did need in the next generation of iPhone. Also, for those of you guys who are wondering how old applications will work on the iPhone, it'll be boxed. It'll be letterboxed. It's not going to be as bad as what the iPad is, where you have to hit it 2 times and then it only goes a portion of the way to the screen, not even the full way. It's going to be a lot better than that, but they said that there would be a little black sliver in between the game and the end of the device's screen. Nothing too extreme, they said. And then, of course, the applications that are built for the iPhone 5 will look really great because it's going to have 44% better color saturation. For those of you guys who are wondering about LTE, they did decide to add LTE, and one of really awesome thing about that is that they've made it global. So it's going to work in other countries. It's not only going to be the US, it's going to be in other countries as well. In specific areas, of course, they aren't covering the whole US or the whole area of Canada and stuff like that. They're not covering whole countries, but in specific areas where your carrier has LTE set up, you'll be able to use this iPhone 5 with LTE, which is pretty awesome. And another thing that's pretty awesome is that they're going to have it all a single chip. So the radio, phone, and data is going to be all on one single chip within the phone. It's going to make the phone, it's going to give the phone the ability to be 18% thinner, and that's something pretty cool that not a lot of phones have. One chip for the radio, phone, and data. Like I said, kind of neat. For those of you guys wondering about processing and CPU power as well as graphics, they did integrate an A6 processor in it, so that means you're going to get double CPU and double the graphics, which will offer really great support for future gaming and stuff like that. They actually had the EA guy come up on stage and talk about Real Racing 3, and they showed that, it's more like console graphics, and it looks tons better than Real Racing 2, and Real Racing 2 is still amazing that they can do that on a mobile device. It's really cool. Anyway, on to more about the battery. The battery life is supposedly better than the iPhone 4S, not by a huge amount, but it's still better than the iPhone 4S, supposedly. New camera, they're calling it the iSight. It's smaller, it has dynamic lighting mode, better low light performance, it's 40% faster capture rate for the photo, and it has built-in panorama, which is an Android feature, but keep in mind that different devices can have different features, different devices can have the same features. Who really cares? There's only a certain amount of features, and they have decided to add panoramic mode, which is really cool. It looks really, really great from what I saw. Also, 1080p HD video, which is awesome. It's going to have improved stabilization, face detection. You have the ability to take photos while recording as well, and something else really neat is that they've decided to have 3 microphones, so you're going to have better audio recording with the iPhone 5 because they've decided to integrate 3 microphones, one on the top by your FaceTime camera, one on the back by your back-facing camera, and one at the bottom of the device for, of course, talking and stuff like that. So definitely better audio for video recording and FaceTime as well as talking on the phone. 20% smaller speaker and wideband noise, so towards the bottom it's going to be smaller. And of course, for the dock, you're going to have an 80% smaller dock called the Lightning, and it's plug-in any way. So you can plug it upside down, you can plug it right side up, whichever way you want, and it's pretty cool. Like I said, that rumored smaller dock is going to be with the iPhone 5. And for those of you guys who are wondering about your old sync cables, they did mention that they will have an adapter. So of course you can plug the adapter into the iPhone 5 and then plug your old sync cable into that adapter, which then will charge your iPhone 5. But like I said, 80% smaller dock, that's pretty cool. Like I said again, and I keep saying that over and over again, these things aren't that shocking because we saw this beforehand. I really want Apple to double down on their secrecy with their devices like Tim Cook said they would, and obviously they didn't do that. But I really wish they would have, because it would have made the event tons more exciting in my own opinion. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and thank you guys for watching. This is Zagaturdy2744. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. That's always appreciated. Visit the description below, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, as well as check out my website, iOSnova.com, for a list of all these features. It's available in the description below. Hit that like button. Like I said again, subscribe for more of our iOS devices. Thanks again for watching.